chemical, very expensive, paid for by the German government, is provided for by a company that used to be called IG Farben. The same company that provided the zyclobic gas for the gas chambers during the Second World War. Okay? When we had the Nuremberg trials, this company was tried for its war crimes. It had a factory in
So Yulbers, this is the 3-finger. You got to put 3 fingers on here to activate it. See? Put your 3 fingers like that. This is how they do it in Germany. You do the 3-finger push. No. Look, Yulbers, a walking grill. You see? You can walk around and get a grilled hot dog. How cool is that, huh? 120 euros. Great way to get around.
Fußball-Weltmeisterschaft den ersten wirklichen Gradmesser für die Niederländer, denn es geht gegen Dänemark. Die haben auch eine wunderbare Qualifikation gespielt und sind deswegen auch sehr selbstbewusst hier angereist. In wenigen Minuten um 13:30 Uhr beginnt diese Begegnung Niederlande gegen Dänemark und gleich im Anschluss daran die zweite Paarung des heutigen Tages, Japan gegen Kamerun. Und Japan gegen Kamerun, ganz klar, der Experte schlechthin für Asien und Afrika ist Günter Netzer. Schön, dass Sie da sind.
Hey Yulbers, we're about to go on some electric bikes. I live there, but I'm from Australia.
I was going to say, what an amazing Australian accent perfected over there in Norway. Okay, that's great. I had to say.
Beautiful, very good.
Yes, try it again over there. Lovely. Okay, then come back over here a little bit faster. Excellent. Outside of the window of our private moment. I'm going to ask you to line up.
Hey Yulbers, I'm on it and I'm filming and well, I'm not supposed to. Eric's going, don't film, but film. This is so cool. This is the best way to get around. It's awesome. So we're just doing a little tour around the city. Best way to see Berlin. It's even better than a bike. So much fun.
Now this is by a designer from New York called Peter Eisenman. He had originally proposed that this be a maze. Okay, that you go in there, you get a bit lost, feel a bit frightened, you lose your family. Similar to the feelings that the Jewish people went through. Okay? However, the German government was worried that people would actually get lost in there. Okay? Not a great look for the city if someone trying to climb out falls back down, cracks their head. Not great, someone dies in the Jewish memorial. Okay, so they decided on this. Now this is 2,711 blocks, each a different size and shape. Okay, and guys, if you walk through this, then you'll see that the floor kind of undulates. Okay, so you do get this feeling of disorientation, you do lose your balance, you get a bit scared. That's the aim of it. Now the whole thing costs about 30 million euros. Okay, including at the opposite this is without a doubt the most controversial memorial you are ever going to come across. There was, well, firstly, to begin with, we have the fact that this is on top of Joseph Goebbels' bunker. Okay, personally I think that's quite a good thing, kind of symbolically squashing them out in the end. Also, just for reference, guys, you see where that huge green tree is there? That is the site of Hitler's bunker. Neither of these bunkers are open to the public, okay, because they do not want it to become a neo-Nazi shrine, place of worship. And actually, where that tree is pretty much where Hitler died. Now, controversial, okay, also in the fact that this is only for the Jewish people. Obviously, 6 million is a lot, but then we need to look at the numbers of the other people that perished, okay? Russian civilians, 17 million. Poland lost nearly half its population, okay? Then we have intellectuals, mentally ill, disabled, Jehovah's Witnesses, political dissidents, just German people, you know, that were against the Nazis, the Roma and Sinti, the Gypsies, okay? Also the homosexuals, the list goes on. The Holocaust is not just about 6 million Jews, okay? Although many people believe it is. So there is that point, okay? Now, there is a memorial for the Roma and Sinti, for the Gypsy, okay? It's an area that's been inaugurated, it's right by the Reichstag. However, there's still nothing there. It's been empty for a year and a half, which is pretty uncool, you know? They've got, now would be the time to have had it done. Also, guys, there is something for the homosexuals. It's just in Tiergarten in the park there. It's one of these stones, but a lot larger, okay? And in it, there is a little tiny TV screen and a video playing on loop of 2 guys kissing. Okay? Now, the lesbians recently got angry because it's only 2 guys kissing, so they want to swap it out every 2 years, 2 girls, 2 guys, 2 girls, 2 guys. And I'm sure a lot more people visiting when it's the 2 girls. They have no real idea on how many homosexuals were killed. They estimate from 20,000 to 250,000. I'm sure it's many more than that in reality. It's not like the Jewish guy was going to be like, oh, and I'm gay, no, just before you kill me, just so you've got your numbers right. So they've got no way of knowing. Okay? So it's controversial in that sense, it's only for the Jewish people. Also then, very controversial is that there is a chemical on all of these stones. Okay? A very expensive chemical. Meaning that if I'm going to graffiti on that, it's going to be wiped off very easily. Okay, obviously you don't want to come here and see a swastika on the Jewish memorial. Okay. Also, guys, there's security guards walking around and through the whole time, night and day. Okay. So this chemical, very expensive, paid for by the German government, is provided for by a company that used to be called IG Farben. The same company that provided the Zyklon B gas for the gas chambers during the Second World War. Okay. When we have the Nuremberg trials, this company is tried for its war crimes. Okay? It had a factory in Auschwitz. It made use of 88,000 slaves. Very unethical company. When we have the Nuremberg trials, it is decided that this company is going to be broken down into 4 separate pieces. Okay? These then sold off, and the proceeds going to the families of the Jewish people that perished. Okay? What happens when this company gets split into 4 separate groups is that no one's regulating this, and so the company buys itself back together, and now it is a thriving company that provides chemical to the Jewish memorial. Okay, so this came out in the news. People obviously went ballistic, people went mental. At this point, the company is like, oh yeah, sorry about that. Tell you what, you can have it free now. You can have that chemical free for the rest of the time. Hardly making them even, is it? Really indicative of a lot of companies, a lot of people making money from the Second World War and still prospering from that. Okay, so we have Hugo Boss designed the Nazi uniforms. BMW, Volkswagen, they provided the cars, equipment like that. Then we have IBM, who provided the system that said which Jewish people would go to which concentration camp. IBM won't deny it, but they also won't apologise for it. It's pretty full on.